welcome to the Singers Piano YouTube channel where we talk about piano, vocal and songwriting for self-expression and healing. Now today I want to talk to you about how we can simplify jazz piano. I have worked for 15 years in piano bars, I've been booked as a jazz musician, but I am not a jazz musician. What I'm going to be teaching you is about how we can kind of fake it. So today I'm going to be talking to you about sevenths and ninths and how to play them easily in any pop song using the white notes, the C's, the G's, the A minors, the F's, the E minors. I'm going to show you the patterns that I use literally as a go-to for anything jazzy. So you can see my hands. I'm going to be taking a Norah Jones song today called Come Away With Me. And in this song we have C, we have A minor, we have E minor, we have F, and we have G. These chords in my program I call claw chords because they look like this. It's a very, very simple pattern, but they don't sound jazzy. And sometimes when you want to express yourself, you want to have a really cool cocktail style going to your music. How does this sound? Or this? Or this? It's got a lot more depth to it, and it sounds quite jazzy. So the first pattern that I want to show you is my 2 in and my 2 out. Now, I don't read a note of music. The way I teach is via patterns, because at the end of the day, we are singing and we are simply accompanying our voice. If we take the C here, this is the root of C, and we then play the second inversion of C, which is this, all we are going to do is we're going to add the semitone next to the root note, which is this note here. Now this is actually called C major 7, but I really struggle, being dyslexic, to read chords that detailed. So what I do is I have a go-to pattern that I just use. Whenever I see a C and I'm like, I want a jazzy chord, this is the pattern. So it's 2 in and 2 out. C major 7. You can also apply this pattern to the A minor. You can apply this pattern to the G. You can apply this pattern to the E minor and the F. If I was to use that pattern, the 2 in, 2 out, this is what it would sound like. Come away with me in the night. Come away with me and I will write you a song. So already, just using that 7th, we've got a lovely jazzy vibe. But another thing that I love to use is the 9ths. If I was to play the 9th, it's again another pattern. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. If we play the C in the root, and then we're just going to do up, down, up, down, up, down. So we've got the E, the G, the B, but this is what makes it the 9th. It's the D. If you play all these notes, you've got a beautiful jazzy sound. It's called C major 9, but I don't do that. I just look at the patterns. Can you see the patterns? Yeah? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Come away with me in the night. Come away with me. This is where it doesn't work. If I do this pattern for the E minor, does not work, does it? So you want to be listening to the chord, and if it sounds a little bit dodgy, I would just move that 9 and maybe play the E. So you've got the E minor 7. But the F works really well. The G not so much. So again, I would just move it to the G. So that's how I jazz things up with my 7ths and my 9ths. Now, if you have enjoyed this and you would love to learn more about my approach, which is really different to most classical piano teachers, click on the link below. I actually have a free PDF guide that teaches you simple piano chords, how to improve your voice and find your authentic voice, and how to write your first song for self-expression. Okay, so now what we've done is we've got the C, the sevenths, and we've got the ninths. How do we kind of put this all together? Well, we may start with a C7. Come away with me in the night. Then you might want to introduce the ninth. Come away with me and I will write. Back to the seventh. You a song. And then the second inversion. Come away with me on a bus. So can you see what I'm doing? I've literally done the C7, the C9, the second inversion to the pattern of the A minor. So I'm moving around the chords, and really all you need to learn to play jazz piano is you need to know your inversions. You need to know that pattern, the 2 in, the 2 out, and you also need to know your ninths. Once you have your go-tos, you can kind of start to implement that chord into any song that you sing. Now again, always use your ear, because that may not work with the harmony of the melody, but most of the time, these patterns that I use these for everything, like Ain't No Sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Or what about this? Summertime and 11 is easy. Fish are jumping, the garden is high. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm using that same pattern for loads of jazz songs. So listen, if this has been helpful for you today, please subscribe, and I will see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.